What's up traders, this is Hugh. And in this video, I'm going to show you a technique for trailing your stop loss so that you can lock in some profits, but at the same time, take advantage of big runs. So obviously there are many different ways to do this, but one way that you can use is to use a trailing R multiple stop. Now, if you're not familiar with what that is, basically 1R is your risk. So if you have 100 pips of risk, then that's going to be 1R. So every time price moves 100 pips in your favor, that's 1R, 200 pips is 2R, etc. And this can be a great way to lock in some profits, but at the same time, limit your losses and take advantage of some of the big moves that happen in the markets. So in this example here, I've entered the market here, and there's a stop loss above this last swing high. And then these are the R multiples, so 1R, 2R, 3R, 4R. And these are calculated automatically. And I've set it up so that it goes all the way down to 10R. And you can set up different settings in this EA, which I'll talk about in a little bit. But I want to really talk about using trailing R multiple stops to help improve your trading. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do when you're considering using an R multiple trailing stop is take a look at your previous trading results or your previous backtesting results and see if a trailing R multiple stop will actually help you. In some cases, it might not. The way you can figure this out is by taking a look at every single trade that you took and go back and look at how far or how many R's price moved after you closed out the trade. And it doesn't matter if you used a take profit level or if you closed it out manually. Go through every single one of those backtesting or live trading or demo trading trades and take a look at the potential R that you could have gotten out of that trade or each trade. And I think you might be surprised in some cases how much you're actually leaving on the table. So take every single trade, count the R multiple, and average it out and see what you get. Now make sure that you're doing this for just one trading strategy because this is going to vary by trading strategy, right? But when you do this, you might be surprised at what you find. For example, you might be taking a 1R profit target, but your trades potentially go on for 5 or 6R. And if that's the case, then this would be a good scenario where you could use a trailing R multiple stop. However, if you find that your winning trades only go to 1R and you're targeting 1R, then great. You're targeting the optimal profit target and there's not much else you can do with that trading strategy. And in that case, a trailing R multiple stop will not help you. So once you figured out that a trailing stop will help you, then it's time to do some testing and experimenting to see what works best with your strategy. So here's a couple of tests that you can try. The first test I would try is moving your stop loss to break even once price hits 1R. So when price comes down to here to 1R, your stop loss will move down to break even. And this can be done manually or it can be done automatically within EA. Another thing I would recommend trying is trailing your stop once price hits 2R. So once it hits 2R, you move to break even. Once it hits 3R, you move the stop to 1R and just trail it behind 2R multiples. And then from there, just experiment with other ideas that you have and you will know your trading strategy better than anybody else. So just try a few things in backtesting and see what works best for you. Now, I know a lot of traders who use this method. So my friend Adam at Snapdragon Systems created this EA that does this for you and it's very customizable. If we go into the properties here, you can take a look at all the different settings. For the complete settings, go to tradingheroes.com. But I just want to point out some of the key settings. So here you can set the level where your stop loss gets moved to break even. In this example, it's 2R. You can decide if you want to use a trailing stop or not, what point to trail the stop, and by how many R multiples to trail it. So this is a very easy way to do this in MetaTrader 4, and it automates part of the process. You don't have to use a fully automated EA. You can choose when to enter the trade, and whenever you enter a trade and you have a stop loss and you use this EA on your chart, it'll automatically detect the stop loss, calculate the R multiples, and trail your stop accordingly. So regardless if you use the EA or not, I hope that you experiment with a R multiple trailing stop, and you can maybe split up your entry into 2 positions where you use your usual profit target on the first position, but on the second position, maybe you trail the stop or something like that. And remember to use backtesting, use Forex Tester, use your demo account, and really iron out the kinks before you start trading live money. Alright, if you found this video helpful, then hit the thumbs up button below. And if you want to get more videos, subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, I hope your trading is going well. And thanks for watching.